This is your Weather Extreme video for Sunday, May the 14th, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day out there. Satellite image this morning over the southeastern U.S. showing clear skies. You can see those little dark patches that are rivers and lakes showing through to the satellite with plenty of clear skies. The clear skies thanks to a large high-pressure system that has settled in over West Tennessee, and that has helped to dry out the atmosphere and certainly cool things off nicely with a lot of readings in the 50s. An upper ridge seems to be the favored weather element for us for the next nearly a week, with probably the next really good chance at any chance at showers coming primarily next weekend late, probably on Sunday. And as you might imagine, with the upper ridge, the temperatures across the eastern two-thirds of the country are very warm this morning. Across southeastern U.S., especially central Alabama, we're generally in the middle 50s with dew points in the lower 50s, so it feels pretty nice out there. Watch warning map, a little bit not terribly busy this morning. You can see still some green stripes in parts of Arkansas, Missouri, and western Kentucky and Tennessee, where there's still some flood warnings in effect. And we do have a couple of red flag warnings, those pink areas out in the southwestern U.S. QPF pretty much tells you the story for the next 5 days. This is through 12Z, 7 a.m. on Friday morning, and no rain expected over our area. Storm Prediction Center has a couple of marginal risk areas on the eastern slopes of the Rockies for day 1 today. For Monday, day 2, there's a slight risk across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Panhandle, and into western Kansas, and not much change in that pattern as we head into day 3. There, SPC also does have a day 5 outlook with severe weather possibility across western Oklahoma and into north central Texas. All right, the 068 GFS model run this morning, and there's our upper ridge showing up for today, and that's going to keep the weather really nice over the eastern half of the country. The ridge moves our way and moves over the Mississippi River Valley on Monday, and with that, of course, we're being influenced primarily by large high pressure over the eastern Great Lakes, nosing down across the southeastern U.S. The upper ridge Tuesday is well entrenched over the eastern part of the country. We do note, of course, 2 systems, one just entering the northwestern coast of the U.S. and a second one just to the southwest of the Four Corners area. That Four Corners area upper shortwave trough will move out across the central plain states on Wednesday. And, of course, that will be producing a low-pressure area over the eastern part of Nebraska that will be moving up into the Great Lakes. On Thursday, we can see that system weakening as it heads up across the central Great Lakes. Again, this on Thursday. And that suggests that a front might actually drag down into the Ohio River Valley, but it's not going to get much closer than that. As we look at Friday, we see the upper ridge really does hold. So the frontal system will become parallel to the upper flow and will lose any push to move our way until that next system, now coming out of eastern Colorado, begins to kick out on Friday and into Saturday as it moves up across the upper Midwest. And by Sunday, a week from today, it's in the western Great Lakes, and that also suggesting a front trailing down across the central Mississippi River Valley. But interestingly enough, I didn't save the maps, but interestingly enough, the European is not in agreement with this. But then what do you expect this far out? Models tend to be quite different when you start getting out that far in advance. Looking out into Voodoo Country, the GFS is suggesting that we may see the ridge flatten just a little bit around the 23rd of May. That would be nice. That would at least lower the temperatures a few degrees. We see the ridge kind of rising again over the central part of the U.S. around the 26th of May. And then the GFS has a nice surprise for us around the 29th of May as we get out to the end of our model run period, as it shows a fairly strong trough coming into the mid-Mississippi River Valley and potentially affecting us in the southeastern U.S. with a fairly substantial rain event. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this morning. Big thank you to Bill Murray for filling in for me so I could work at the Buck Creek Festival. Had a great time at the festival on Friday and Saturday. If you missed it, mark your calendars for next year, May 11 and 12 of 2018. James Spann should be back with the next edition first thing on Monday morning. Have a great Mother's Day and Godspeed.